Alright. Let's get started. Also, hi, Christian Paul. Just stopping by before I leave to wish you a nice stream. We'll have to watch them out later. No worries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Okay. Let's get the show on the road, guys. Let's get the show on the road. Today is a pretty short stream, so it is a pretty short stream, and it's pretty straightforward because we're just talking about the Hawaii PopCon. Welcome in, Unusual Be coming in from Irium. Thank you so much again. I appreciate the stars. I know we've been having a lot of new people coming in lately. We've been having a lot of new people coming in. Okay, hold on. Let's get the gaming chair adjusted. Thank you, Octobob, again. I know Octobob's been working hard behind the scenes on like adjusting a lot of the new software and everything. Okay, there we go. But yeah, yahoo everybody! I'm the least chaotic pink bunny mage you'll ever meet of VTuber Expo, Cooky Usagida. Welcome in and good afternoon, everyone. Today is a pretty short stream where we're going to be talking about the upcoming Hawai'i PopCon. As you guys know, tomorrow is the start of Hawai'i PopCon 2026. If you guys are going to be interested in coming down to Hawai'i PopCon, I will be talking a little bit about it, and we're going to talk about it on the website too, yeah. Thank you so much for the 1,000 stars, Maldox. I appreciate it. Wow, 1,000 stars within 9 minutes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Matt Smith. Welcome in, and good afternoon. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. Hi, you guys all doing? Hope you guys are all doing good. Yeah, we are doing awesome. We're just getting ready to talk about Hawai'i PopCon today. So we're just talking about the PopCon. So that's what we are talking about. Yeah. Hello. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. Okay. Hi, Matt Smith. Welcome in. Yeah, Maddox. Hello. Welcome in on Twitch. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Unusual Big, thank you for the stars. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So that being said, today we have a lot to talk about with this upcoming Hawai'i PopCon. So I'm going to switch on over to the screen share. So this chat box will be going away for now. So we're not going to be at the chat box. We're going to be using the current chat box, which is the Pod one, because I have not worked on the overlay yet for the Pod chat box. Okay. Alright. So with that being said, everybody, with that being said, I'm going to move the YouTube and the Twitch chat over so you guys can see where we're at. Yeah. When you're going to be using the new chat box that was given by Octobob for all your overlays? For right now, I only worked on the just chatting ones. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Unusual B. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow on Irium. Yeah, we've been having a lot of new people coming in lately, so thank you. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows, guys. We have a lot of new things that we're working on in 2026, so stay tuned. I know, I do apologize. It's been quite a lot behind the scenes. You know, we're doing some upgrades, and then yesterday I found out that, you know, there's a possibility that we're getting a new model in 2026, so that already is occurring. Things are happening all at one time, and Hybrid Chip Axles are coming in LLC, so it's like there's so much going on. Yeah, there's a lot. But first of all, before we get started, I want to thank Montobi for featuring me, because I recently found out I got featured on Montobi's clips. So if you guys don't know, as you guys know, during the Southeast Asia Game Showcase, I got featured, I got invited by the developers of Montobi to play their game. And recently, they invited me to play it. So during the month of December, I got invited. And then after I got invited, I found out that a clip of mine has made it into their official channel. So again, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Montobi. It was really, really awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. That being said, if you guys want to check out Mod Toby's post, please do feel free to go check out and support all the streamers that have been featured. It was such an awesome opportunity. So thank you so much again to Mod Toby. Huge shout out to them for the invite and featuring me on their channel. Thank you again for the invite. It was really, really awesome playing your game. Alright, anyways, today is Hawai'I PopCon subject because, as you guys all know, the Hawai'I PopCon is tomorrow, and there's a lot of things that I want to talk with you guys about Hawai'I PopCon and your guys' guide to Hawai'I PopCon. So, if you guys are all wondering about Hawai'I PopCon, you guys can go onto this website. That's hawaiipopcon.com. So today, we're going to guide you guys to the website so you guys can see who's going to be appearing as special guests. Also, friendly reminder for those of you guys who are going to Hawai'I PopCon, it's going to be taking place at the Neo Blaisdell Center. So that's the exhibition hall, yeah. Welcome in, Pretty Bee. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Okay, so let's follow through with the website. So, is everybody on the website for Hawai'I PopCon? If you guys are not on the website, do feel free to follow along or check the VOD later on so you can follow along with us. But is everybody on the website for Hawai'I PopCon? Okay. Hello, hi, welcome in. Okay, we are just in time. Okay, so this is the official website for Hawai'I PopCon. Just as a reminder, I'm not going to be able to go through all the stuff because if I do go through everything with the Hawai'I PopCon stuff, there are some stuff that does require a content warning on Twitch. But I'm going to put the content warning just so that we are given a heads up. So just as an FYI, for those who are not able to see the stream, I apologize. I do apologize. I was told by one of my friends recently that they were not able to see the stream because of the region restrictions. Yeah. So I apologize. I do need to put a heads up. As it does contain some stuff that I cannot show on Twitch. Yeah. So, just as a heads up, I'm not going to show everything on the website. Yeah. So, here is the website for Hawai'I PopCon. It is from January 10th to January 11th at the Neo Blaisdell Exhibition Hall in Honolulu, Hawaii. So, if you guys are going to be at the Neo Blaisdell Exhibition Hall this weekend, you guys can see that there's going to be comics, there's going to be trading cards, there's going to be cosplays, sports cards, and celebrity guests. You guys get to meet some of the... Today, later on, there's going to be a special guest appearance at the Aloha Card Shop, which is the host of it. So, it's hosted by a company called Aloha Card Shop. Again, very similar to Pop Culture Expo. This was hosted by another company, a local company called Aloha Card Shop. If you guys are wondering what Aloha Card Shop is, they're a local company that specializes in card games and trading cards. And today, just before PopCon, they're having a meet and greet with one of the special guests, which is Mitsuhiro Arita. And you get to meet them from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is going on right now. So if you guys like to check it out, you guys are more than welcome to. Yeah. So, you guys get to meet all of the special guests. And then as a reminder, the drawing is about $200 you can get, and $600 for the sketch. Now, Mitsuhiro Arita is an exclusive meet and greet which is sold out. So, unfortunately, all of the meet and greets have been sold out. For Mitsuhiro Arita. Now, there's not everything that I can go over, but more can go over on the website. So, tickets. They are available at the Blaisdell box office, and if you want to buy it, it's on Ticketmaster. Tomorrow, just as a heads up, if you guys have the VIP entry, make sure you guys sign up at around 9 a.m. HST, if you have the VIP entry. The benefits for VIPs is you get an hour early access before the general public opens at around 10 a.m. HST. So if you are an Aloha Pacific card holder, or if you're a VIP entry, that you do have a chance to enter it. Because here's the thing, Aloha Pacific is one of the sponsors for this event, and since Aloha Pacific is one of the sponsors, you guys also have early entry. But on Sunday, yeah, it's the same thing for both days. So general admission is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So just as a heads up, it is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah. How much are the single day passes? The single day passes are $15. Or if you're getting all weekend pass, it's more than likely for me gonna be the single day pass, because I know Sunday. Yesterday was Mama Osagada's birthday, so we plan to celebrate Mama Osagada's birthday this weekend. So more than likely I'll only be there for one day. Yeah. But yes. Friendly reminder, if you guys are gonna be going, please make sure you guys do keep these times in mind. VIP entry will start at 9 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. So make sure you guys do stay up to date. Also, welcome in Sound Lab. Welcome in from Area. Today we are learning about the Hawai'I PopCon. Thank you for the stars, by the way. I appreciate all the stars. Thank you so much. I appreciate the stars. So, we are learning about Hawai'I PopCon and what's it all about. Because as you guys have heard, I am going to be going to PopCon tomorrow. So, because I'm going to Hawai'I PopCon this weekend, I'm going to be heading over there. I'm going to go over about what Hawai'I PopCon is. And, you know, if you guys ever do want to stop on down, and feel free to stop on and check out the exhibit. Okay. Now, next one. Here is the map to Hawai'I PopCon. Now, this is on their website. So, I'm trying to see what I can and cannot show. But I will zoom it so you guys can see the map. Okay. Alright. I will zoom it so you guys can see the map. Okay. There we go. But here's the map. This is friendly reminder. Friendly reminder for the map. If you guys are going to Hawai'I PopCon, make sure you guys check out this map. Yeah. Make sure you guys check out this map. This map is pretty much your entire guide to Hawai'I PopCon. So, on the website, you guys can see everything that's going on. You can interact with it. So, you can click over here. For example, if you want to go to the TCG play area, you want to go to Aloha Card Shop, you can go there. Thank you for the 5,000 stars. Oh my goodness, we're almost at 10,000 stars on Irium. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hype. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all so much for the hype. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. But just as a friendly reminder, guys, this map is important because this is going to talk about where you guys will be going for the PopCon. You can interact with it. So if you want to go, for example, let's say you want to go to the Aloha Card Shop, you can click here. So I'm going to demonstrate it. Okay, hold on. One moment. So you can interact with it, and you see the TCG play area. So look at that. Just like that, you are located at the Aloha Card Shop at the TCG play area. But yes, very, very important you guys check out the website. That's where it has pretty much everything. And all of the businesses are located here. And then the special guest. What about the booths? This is the booths right over here. And then the special guest. I cannot show the special guest because if I want to show like the art for the special guest, I don't know, because one of them does contain an outfit that is not probably suitable for Twitch, so I cannot show that. No, basically the outfit contains like something that is not really suitable to be shown on Twitch, so I can't show that on here. Yeah, but if you guys want to check it out, you guys go to HawaiiPopCon.com. You guys can see all the special guests. Yeah, there's a lot of special guests. Yeah. And you can see the on-site exclusive collectibles and pre-order comics. You can get limited to 100 of Batman, Venom, Fantastic Four, and you can get also some Street Fighter stuff. Just as a heads up, I cannot show the Street Fighter stuff because that one does contain outfits that are not suitable for the platform. So I cannot unfortunately show that to you guys because I don't want to get in trouble by Twitch. That's the last thing, is to get in trouble. Also, thank you so much for the lurk, Hades. I appreciate the lurk. Thank you. But yes, you can check out all of the on-site exclusive comics. And if you guys are ever going to be staying at the hotel, the Alabolada Hotel has a partnership similar to Kauai-Con. Hawaii PopCon has partnered with Welcome in MC from Irium. How you doing? So, Alabolada Hotel, has a partnership with Hawaii PopCon, very similar to Kauai-Con. So if you guys want to get you guys hotels, you guys can go to Hawaii PopCon and you guys can book your guys' hotel stay. Yes. And you do get like discounts as well, so you get like discounted exclusive rates as well. And VIP passes. Thank you for the follow on Area. Welcome in. And VIP tickets are available too. Yes, they are, but they are sold out. And they were sold back in December. All right. Do you guys have any questions or any concerns about the Hawaii PopCon or anything that you want to do? Yeah. How much are the meet and greet tickets? For Friday's meet and greet tickets, it's about $25. They are, at the moment, no, it's still available. Yeah, as of this recording. But it probably will be sold out after 4 p.m. Which vendors can I look at? These are all of the vendors. So, there's a lot of vendors that you can look at. Yeah. So there's all the vendors too. Yeah, there's all the vendors. And you can check out all of their art that they have. So all the vendors are available too. Yeah. That's the thing. That is the thing. All of the vendors are available on the website. Yeah. All the vendors. But yes, how much on the pre-ordered side comics? Good question. So, the pre-ordered side comics, the status signature is about $20, and then a shadow signature is $40. So it depends on the signature that you're gonna get. So if you want, for example, a shadow signature and a remark, it's about $60, and then a status signature is about $20. Yeah. If you choose both signatures, though, it's in English or Japanese, it's about $60 for, well, no, it's about $20 plus for the signature. Yeah. But it's pre-ordered. You guys can check it out. It is pre-ordered. Also, welcome in, Dragon. Welcome in, 1914. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome in. We are currently talking about Hawai'I PopCon, which is coming up tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in checking out Hawai'I PopCon, we are talking about it today. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. We are currently talking about Hawai'I PopCon today. Today is pretty straightforward. It's a pretty straightforward stream where we're just talking about Hawai'I PopCon, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to mark the stream for Twitch as mature because the website does showcase some mature stuff that would probably not be suitable for Twitch without a content warning. So just as a heads up, yeah, I do apologize. What's the cons? The cons tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah. But more than likely, because Sunday's gonna be celebration day for Mama Sagina, more than likely it's only gonna be tomorrow for me. So I'm probably only gonna be there for one day and then I'll be celebrating with Mama Sagina on Sunday-ish. Because Mama Sagina had her birthday yesterday, so more than likely it's gonna be that. Yeah. But yeah. Super fun. Well, I'll be going in cosplay. More than likely. Yeah. Very similar to Kawaii Con. Yeah. Okay. If you guys ever do want to see the announcement, that's my social media announcement. It's on January 10th to 11th at Neo Blaisdell Center. What am I gonna be cosplaying? Well, I'm Cooky Usagida. Let's just say I am Cooky Usagida. I am Cooky. I'm a pink bunny mage, you know? As the pink bunny mage. The least chaotic pink bunny mage you'll ever meet of VTuber Maximo, of course. Oh, Step Launder, thank you so much for the shout out. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. But what anime? So basically, actually, we're not from an anime. I am a virtual YouTuber. So a VTuber is a virtual YouTuber, so it's not anime. It's basically like a live streamer where you can interact and talk with us and hang out with us. Yeah, something like an OC. Something like that. Sort of. Something like that. Something like that. But a VTuber is basically like a live streamer or a content creator where you can interact with us, you can hang out with us. It's basically like interacting with, you know, your anime waifu or husbando. Yeah, think about it this way. You're interacting with your favorite waifu or husbando. Yeah. I think about it this way. You're interacting with your favorite, like, your waifu or your husbando. That's basically what it is. That is what it is. Yeah! Like that. There we go. That's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you for the pink glow stick. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the pink glow stick. Thank you for the green glow stick. I appreciate the glow sticks. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the glow sticks. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for the stars, too. I really appreciate the stars. I just realized we're almost at 10,000 stars on Irium. Thank you. Thank you for the hype. I appreciate the hype. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the hype. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I be streaming tomorrow. I will be at Hawai'I PopCon tomorrow. So I don't think there will be a stream on Twitch and YouTube. But maybe when I come back to Mama Sagina's place, I'll probably be streaming on Irium for a little bit. Like, I probably will do like a short Irium stream where I talk about like Hawai'I PopCon and all that. But that's gonna be pretty much it. I'm just gonna be more than likely streaming on Irium. Yeah. Anytime I'm usually at Mama Sagina's place. Usually when I'm at Mama's, I get a space, right? I'm usually streaming on Irium. Anyway. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing. I am usually on Irium. Yeah. What's my main platform that I usually stream on? I mainly stream on Twitch. Twitch and YouTube. Those are my main streaming platforms. Those are my main platforms that I'm on. Yeah, those are the main platforms. But I'm mainly on Twitch. I'm mainly on Irium. I'm mainly on... Okay, no. No, my main platform is Twitch. That's my main streaming platform, first and foremost, is Twitch. And then I secondary stream on YouTube. And then my secondary streaming platform is YouTube. My main streaming platform is Twitch. And then my other streaming platform is Irium. But my main is Twitch. I mainly stream on Twitch. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. That is my main streaming platform. Also, thank you so much for the 10,000 stars on Irium. Thank you. Wait, 9,000 stars on Irium already? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've never been to the new Blaisdell setup before. I have. I went to the new Blaisdell for the Hawai'I video game marketplace where it was taking place. So that was the thing. I went over there before to the new Blaisdell in the past for the... What was it? It was the... It was the Hawai'I video game marketplace. And that was the one. That was the one. My hand is getting tired. No worries, no worries, no worries. If you gotta rest your hand, no worries. Please take care of yourself first. First and foremost. Please take care of yourself first and foremost. That is important. Take care of yourself first and foremost. I appreciate the stars. Thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate the stars. But do remember, guys, your guys' health is more important. So, friendly reminder, your guys' health is way more important. Way more important than that. So, yes, that is way more important. Your health is way more important. Cooky, welcome in. Wait, how do I pronounce your name? Is it Cooky or how do I pronounce your name? Is it pronounced Cooky? My name also happens to be Cooky, but mine is spelled with a Y. You're the nicest streamer I've ever seen. Thank you. I am trying my very best. Thank you so much. I am trying my hardest and I'm trying my bestest. I am trying my bestest. Cooky is fine, okay. Cause my name is also Cooky too. My name is Cooky. You guys don't know I'm also Cooky, but my name is spelled with a Y instead of with the yeah. My name is spelled with a Y. It's not spelled with a IE, it's spelled with a Y. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. What local conventions have I went to besides Hawai'I PopCon? Let's see. There are plenty of conventions I've been to. Wait, I gotta go grab water. So hold on. I didn't get water before the stream, so I'm so sorry. I had matcha latte earlier, but I didn't get water. So let me go grab water really quick. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to grab water. Okay. So, about Hawai'i conventions, of how much time. Thank you for 10,000 stars, first of all, on Iriam. I appreciate the 10,000. So, about how many times I've been a special guest at conventions. In Hawaii or on the mainland? Because Hawaii conventions are very different from US and mainland conventions. How much times I was a special guest at? Thank you for the head pat! Thank you! Thank you for the head pat. I appreciate the head pat. Hold on. Thank you for the head pat. Thank you for the head pat. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the head pats and all the support. Thank you. Oh. That one? The Stream Elements? Oh, that was Index Expo. So that was back in December. So I was a special guest. I was a special guest at Index Expo in November. So not November, not December, November. I'm so sorry. So I was a special guest in November for Index Expo. And that was the one that I was a special guest at. Yeah, I was a special guest there. Yeah. So I was a special guest there back in November, and it was a virtual convention, and I was invited as an official creator. So that's what it is. That's what it is. The virtual convention. And I got to be there. It was such an awesome opportunity. So huge shout out to Index Expo for the invite. So thank you for the invite. Thank you, Index. I want to be part of Index Expo again. I would love to be part of Index Expo again. Yeah. I think the next Index Expo is in May. I could be wrong. But we will see. Yeah, we will see. Alright. Okay. So. Is there any questions or any concerns about Hawaii PopCon? Or any other events you want to ask me? Do you guys have, like, any tips or, like, advice of, like, how to... Like, do you guys have any questions for me on, like, how to appear at, like, Hawaii conventions? Like, do you guys have any, like, tips or... advice? Because I have gotten a lot of questions about, like, how do I appear at so many events in the Hawaiian Islands? Yeah. So, I know a lot of people have been asking, you know, how do I appear at, like, Hawaii events? How do I do these Hawaii conventions and events? So, for me, one of my biggest advice, keep in mind, Hawaii's economy is a little different from the mainland's economy. So, if you guys don't know, Hawaii is very trust-based. Very, very, very trust-based, which is very different compared to the mainland. So, Hawaii very much values, like, relationships and, like, seeing if you're able to work together. Yeah. So, having networking connections is a huge must. Yeah. It's a relationship-based economy, basically. Meaning that strong personal connections is very, very important. So, like, in terms of events, like, if you want to get, like networking events and all that, that's how we're able to get, like, these convention events and stuff. Yeah. It's very much categorized as a relationship-based economy. So everything, like, networking, building trust is very, very important. It is possible to be a special guest at a convention in the Hawaiian Islands. Usually when it comes to like appearing at Hawaii conventions, like I noticed that nowadays, you know, whenever VTubers want to appear in Hawaii or they want to enter the Hawaii market, they usually go towards a middleman. Yeah, usually they go towards a middleman, like Hawaii based like entry. So you guys don't know how like Sonic and McDonald's, right? When they entered the Hawaii market, they had to go through like a Hawaii based franchisee, right? Because keep in mind, the cost of living in Hawaii is very high and there are strict rules to businesses. Everything, especially event planning and like, you know, building relationships and networking, it's significantly different from the US mainland. So everything in Hawaii is all about like building networking connections and building, you know, not just networking connections. You know, like building networking connections. It's all about that, yeah. Lucy! Jinchao! Jinchao, Lucy! Jinchao. But yeah. Hello! Jinchao! But yeah, welcome in from YouTube. How you doing? I just woke up and I'm so sleepy. I understand how it feels. There are times when I do wake up and I feel like so sleepy as well. I do have that feeling too, you know, at times. I think like for me, like with more recent streams, like, you know, having streams like back to back, I do also have that feeling too. So I get the feeling. Hawaii PopCon! Yeah, we're going to Hawaii PopCon. Also, I will give a head pat to the chat, so let me give a head pat to the chat just really quick. Hold on, let me pat the chat. But today I joined in a competition. Good luck with the competition! You got this. Good luck with the competition. Oh yeah, speaking of what we're talking about today, we're talking about Hawaii PopCon, which is like tomorrow's first event appearance. This is a Hawaii-based like comic convention that is taking place tomorrow at the Neo Blaze Center. This is our first event of 2026. Will happen in Hawaii. It is happening at the Neo Blaze now, so that's in Honolulu. Yeah, you guys know the capital of Hawaii is Honolulu, right? So where it is at the Neo Blaze Exhibition Hall. The Neo Blaze Exhibition Hall. There's the exhibition hall where the Hawaii Video Game Marketplace happened. That is where Hawaii PopCon's gonna take place, yeah. That is where Hawaii PopCon is. And if you want to learn more, you can check out HawaiiPopCon.com. Like I said, I couldn't really showcase all of it because some of the art that was over there is not suitable for Twitch. Because if I were to show it on Twitch, I could get in trouble and I don't want to get in trouble. So, yeah. So I could not show all the art. I'm so sorry. I don't want to... At the same time, I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. So, yeah. I did not show like all the art that's featured on there. Yeah, because I'm not so sure if like showing one of the artwork is like safe to show on Twitch. So I decided not to show it. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing. Oh yeah, I'm also talking about Hawaii-based conventions. So if you're a streamer and you ever want to come to Hawaii or like do Hawaii events, like, cause what I'm currently working on is like with High VTuber over the last 2 years is like I'm trying to bring more VTubers to the Hawaiian Islands. So, you got any questions about how to, appear at Hawaii conventions? Feel free to ask me. Well, I can't join us, but that's okay. I'm just gonna be walking around and stuff, but we have like plenty of opportunities for VTubers who want to appear at events in Hawaii in the future. We're looking right now. We're currently planning for, at the moment, is Hawai'I Con. Hawai'I Con is our next one where we're gonna more than likely open up, invite people to come out and hang out online. Yeah, Hawai'I Con is a convention in Honolulu. It is a convention at the Hawaii Convention Center. Those are gonna be opening up, I think, in February. Yeah. We're just currently waiting for like the final details and everything, because the panel application deadline is not till February 2nd, and then late February they start releasing the decisions about whether it's gonna be happening or not. I have been working on like any VTuber related plans, so like, yeah. HawaiiCon's in April, yeah. HawaiiCon is in April. That sounds great, yeah. That sounds great. And then also, if you check out our Hawai'i VTuber Expo channel, every single year we have in December, which we just did just a couple months ago. Wait, just a month ago. We did a VTuber Winter Prom, which took place on the Hawai'i VTuber Expo website. So they got to do karaoke relays, and they got to appear online, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there are plenty of opportunities. So I've done like events like across the Hawaiian Islands, and I've appeared at a lot of different conventions too. So, how much times was I a special guest at an event in Hawaii? 3. I was a panelist for 1, and then a special guest for 2. Yeah. And then a 4th one is actually coming up, because in the summer, as you guys all know, Megabon. Am I excited for Megabon? I am! I'm so excited for Megabon. I'm so excited for Megabon. Like, I cannot wait to talk more about the details for Megabon, because Megabon is one of the largest Bond dance events in the States. Like, it's one of the largest. And that is something that, I'm really excited to talk about with you guys. But like I said, the details have not been finalized with Megabon yet. So once we get the final details and the finalization, then we'll start, planning and stuff. So, maybe we'll do like, VTuber related booths and stuff at Megabon. So I would love to, if I could talk with them about like figuring out how we can bring the VTubers over to Megabon, then that is something that I can definitely work on. Maybe having VTubers sing? That'd be cool. What about Honolulu Festival? We were originally gonna do Honolulu Festival 1 year, but because at the time we didn't have enough financial support, we couldn't do it. Yeah. But I've always wanted to do Honolulu Festival. It's just, tabling at Honolulu Festival, it can be quite costly. But like tabling at pretty much any event, not just Honolulu Festival, like Hawai'i Con and stuff. They do add up. They are not cheap. They are not cheap. So when you look at the cost for tabling, not to mention like the GET, it does add up. The cost does add up. But I know, like, Uncle Usagida, Mama Usagida says they want to be tabling at more events. So I'm going to try to talk with Mama Usagida and see if she wants to... maybe perhaps invite you guys over to table at her booth. But that's going to be up to her and Uncle Usagida, because, like I said, at the end of the day, that's going to be their decision on whether they want a table or not. and they gotta get like the GET and everything. You know, making sure that they get the license and the business license, the GET, which is important because in Hawaii, in order to sell anything, we are required to have a GET. We have to have that. That's the law. You have to have that. We cannot just have like a business license. We have to have the GET too. So we have to have both the GET and the business license in order to pretty much sell anything. Yeah. That's the thing here. That's the thing. But yeah. That is the thing. But I'm really excited to talk about Megabot with you guys once the details get released, because I have always wanted to do Megabot for a while. Wait, hold on. I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back from the restroom. I'm so sorry I have to go to the restroom. Okay. Alright. So. I am excited? Yeah. I think VTubers on a bomb, that would be awesome. So, you know, I think when we get the final information dates, I would love to ask them if the VTubers could, like, do, like, a performance and... like a performance. So that is something that I would love to do. Yeah. That is the benefit. That is the benefit. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. It is exciting. It is very, very exciting. So I'm excited, you know, with the Megabot. Yeah. That is something that I am pretty excited. Yeah. I am pretty excited. But yeah, do you guys have any questions you guys want to ask about appearing at Hawaii events, or, you know, what's it like, you know, appearing at a Hawaii event, or like doing any Hawaii events? You guys have like anything like you guys want to ask me about? Like, Any advice you want to ask me about, like, you know, Hawaii events, like how to do Hawaii events? Like anything you guys want to ask, I'm more than down to answer your guys' questions. What's the best way to appear at a Hawaii event? So, if you are an out-of-state creator and you want to do a Hawaii event, my best advice is to work with a middleman. Because keep in mind, Hawaii is a relationship-based economy, and it's basically based on word of mouth. So, Hawaii's economy is heavily based on word of mouth. Which means, yeah, it's a word of mouth economy, basically. Hawaii is still pretty much a word of mouth economy, for the most part. It's heavily reliant on word of mouth economy. So, if you're a VTuber that's coming from out of state, unless you're in a company, like you're in a like a VTuber agency, or if you're backed with a third party company, most of the times, even individuals too, like individuals, like either you're backed by a third party company, you're in a VTuber agency, or you have an individual, or you're more well known, like you're with an individual that's like more well known, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to get a convention appearance in Hawaii than it is on the mainland. So, my best advice, keep in mind, Hawaii is heavily word of mouth economy. It is very heavily word of mouth. Very, very, very heavily word of mouth. Like everything in Hawaii, when it comes to the economy, is very heavily word of mouth. Yeah, very, very heavily service economy. Hawaii is mainly a tourist economy base. It's still based on tourism, and it's still a tourist-based economy. So, 90% of the services in the Hawaiian Islands is all service-based. Yeah. So your best bet is to partner with like a middleman. There are several people that I recommend for middleman. One of them is VToku. If you guys have you guys ever heard of VToku? So this is a company based in Hawaii that does like services for VTubers. And the people behind VToku are pretty cool. They're pretty cool people. They're a company headquartered in Hawaii. They're a Honolulu-based production company. And they do a lot of pretty cool stuff. They do a lot of pretty cool stuff for VTubers. So if you ever want to do like events in Hawaii, you want to work with like events, your best bet is to partner with a company like VToku. Yeah, your best bet is to partner with a company like VToku, which is like a Honolulu-based production company. Yeah. That's your best bet. That is your best bet. Yeah. Does VTuber Expo also do this? Yes, VTuber Expo also does this too. Twitch Hawaii is a really good example of working with local creators, so they definitely do that. They definitely do that too. That's the thing. That's the thing. That is the thing. But yeah, VToku is a really good recommendation. If you ever do want to do like event productions in Hawaii, I really recommend working with VToku. They are a Honolulu-based production company that specializes in like event production. So if you ever do want to do that, there's a good chance you can work with them too. But yeah, that is something I can recommend to work with. Definitely something I could recommend. But yeah, do you have any questions or any concerns? So working with a middleman is the best. Yeah, working with a middleman I'd say would be best for Hawaii entry market. Because keep in mind, Hawaii is heavily based on the local economy. Hi, Sammy! So currently right now, we are answering questions. We're just doing like a Hawaii PopCon talk. We talked about Hawaii PopCon for a little bit. But right now, we are currently answering your guys' questions about appearing in Hawaii events. Do you have any questions about like wanting to do like Hawaii conventions or events? I'm more than happy to answer. You're going to Hawaii? I am in Hawaii. I'm in Bunny, Hawaii. I'm in Bunny, Hawaii. I'm in Bunny, Hawaii, guys. I'm in the HST time zone. That's my time zone. But yeah, no. I am living in the time zone. I'm not going to Hawaii. I'm in the HST time zone already. My headquarters is in the HST time zone, guys. I'm there. But we are talking about an event which is called Hawai'i PopCon. And I am currently working on talking about Hawai'i PopCon and all these events, yeah. But yeah, I'm answering your guys' questions. If you guys have any questions or any advice you guys want to ask me about, how do you guys do like Hawaii events? Like, how do you appear at all these events across the Hawaiian Islands? You know, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm always down. I've been a special guest at 3 different events. I've done a panel at KawaiiCon. I've done special guest appearances at Hawaii Geek Beat and Pop Culture Expo in Hawaii. And I have went to many different events. So if you got anything you guys want to ask me, don't hesitate to ask. But yeah, how do you enter the Hawaii market as an out-of-state VTuber or a VTuber living internationally? Your best bet is to partner with a middleman. Because keep in mind, Hawaii is still a relationship-based economy. It's a heavily based economy on word of mouth. So your best bet is to partner with a middleman if you want to enter in the Hawaii market. Yeah. And that's what I would say. I'll type this in the chat. Okay, hold on. Can I VTuber as well act as a middleman? Yeah, we can. That's what we are. That's what we do. We act as a middleman for VTubers that want to enter into Hawaii market, like Hi VTuber Expo, VToku. Like a local middleman, I mean. It is possible. It is possible to appear in it. It's just gonna be... Yeah. Wait. Like a local middleman? No, we're more like an event organization, guys. We're not a talent agency. talent agency. Right. We are not we are not a talent agency, guys. Yeah. But I would say like the Sonic/McDonald's way is really the best way to enter the Hawaii market as a out-of-state VTuber. Cause keep in mind, Hawaii is a Hawaii is a word of mouth economy. Hi CJ! You guys have any advice you guys want to ask me? Yeah. But it's not always the thing for all VTubers though. Yeah. Yeah. We offer more as like a middleman for like VTubers wanting to do events. Yeah, we do not do career management or handle like contracts for career management. Yeah, we just do events. Yeah. But yeah. Are there any advantages to partnering with local organizations where VTubers wanted to enter the Hawaii market? It is possible for VTubers to enter in out of state. It's just if you're rounding on becoming a VTuber in Hawaii and you want to enter in, the Hawaii market, it's just a lot more difficult. Yeah. There is a lot. There is a lot. So, the question I want to... That's also the benefit too of VTuber Expo. Well, the thing is, VTuber Expo is locally owned and operated and it's independent. So, you know, we're not an agency, so we're not gonna... Yeah, we're not an agency. So... We do not take your IP. You keep it. That's the thing. Cause here's the thing. As a VTuber under VTuber Expo, the main benefit of me being a VTuber under VTuber Expo is I have a lot of freedom to do the things that I want to do. Like, if I want to talk about Hawaii events, I can talk about Hawaii events. Welcome in, Subway! We are talking a little bit about how to enter the Hawaii market. My personal advice. Yeah. Yeah, keep in mind, Hawaii is very, very community-centric. Very word-of-mouth economy. So usually a VTuber would partner with a middleman like VTuber Expo or like a local organization. And it makes it a lot easier too to enter in. VToku is also good too. Yeah, VToku is great. VToku is really good. I really recommend VToku. Yeah. It does make it a lot easier when you work with a local organization. Yeah. That's the thing. That is the thing. Yeah. You build trust. You know? That's the thing too. How you doing, CJ? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. But that's the thing with VTuber Expo, because we have partnerships with like we have done events like before at like throughout the Hawaiian Islands, right? So like we've done Kauai Con, we've done like we've done Kawaii-Con, we've done Hawai'I Geeky and stuff. That's the key for me is, you know, being able to develop partnerships with these events. And then having the VTubers, you guys from out of state, having the opportunity to appear at these events under us. And the best part, yes, is you get to keep your IP. That's the best part. You have the freedom of an independent, but you have the backing of a local organization. You have High VTuber Expo backing, but you have independent freedom, which is, I would say, the best part. Yeah. For me as a High VTuber Expo VTuber, you know, I have backing of High VTuber Expo. I'm not just the founder, but I have the High VTuber Expo backing. But yeah. But do remember, authentic relationships and community respect are very important in Hawaii. If a VTuber from out of state wants to enter the Hawaii market, partnering with a middleman or local organization like High VTuber Expo is definitely, I would say, the best advice. And High VTuber Expo does events like throughout the year too, you know? That's the thing too. We have done events in Hawaii. We work with like Kawaii-Con and all that, so that's the best part too. And I always have like event opportunities throughout the year, so don't hesitate to reach out. If you ever do want to do an event in Hawaii, I'm more than happy to make it happen. Yeah. Well, we do have like Kickstarter campaigns too, yeah. It is possible for out-of-state VTubers to enter the Hawaii market without like a backing like High VTuber Expo or like a middleman. It's just a lot more difficult. Yeah. Like an indie VTuber who wants to like appear in the Hawaiian Islands, but they're coming in from out of state or internationally. It is possible. It is possible, Cookie Nation. It's just more difficult. Yeah. Yeah. It's possible, but it's more difficult, I would say. Thank you for the stars, by the way, on Ariel. I appreciate the stars. But yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing. Yeah. But there are advantages. There are advantages, I would say, for VTubers entering into Hawaii market because, you know, it's not just High VTuber Expo. VToku is great. I really recommend VToku as well. Yeah. Basically, we're like a guide. Yeah, we're like a middleman guide. But the best part is you keep your IP and everything. So that's the benefit. You keep your IP, and that's the best part as a VTuber under High VTuber Expo. And you get to participate in all of these like local events and businesses. The best part. The best part. The best part. But that is my advice. I would recommend definitely either partnering with a local organization. It's basically I like to call this the McDonald's / Sonic method. That is how I would say it. I like to call it as the Sonic method or the McDonald's method because that is how like McDonald's and Sonic in Hawaii is able to achieve success. It's by partnering up with like locally owned and operated organizations. So that's how I would say it's very good. Yeah. All right. But I like to call this the McDonald's / Sonic method. When it comes to these VTubers wanting to appear in Hawaii, I like to call it the McDonald's or Sonic method because McDonald's and Sonic in Hawaii, they were able to achieve success because of partnering with local franchises. Even Coffee Bean, they got a lot of success in Hawaii because they partnered up with the owner of Foodland. So that was how they were able to achieve success. But that's what I would recommend for a VTuber to do. Yeah. Does High VTuber Expo accept indie VTubers? We accept VTubers from all affiliations. So if you're independent, if you're in an agency, or if you're in an agency, we accept it. That's the thing. We accept all VTubers from all different affiliations. So that's the one thing about High VTuber Expo. That's the one thing. Yeah. But if you ever are wondering about joining in High VTuber Expo, guys, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Yeah. I'm always down. I'm always down. Are you a VTuber affiliate with High VTuber Expo? Not just that. I'm also the founder too. I'm the founder and also a VTuber affiliated with the organization. So besides just that, more than just a VTuber affiliated with the Expo. I'm more than just that. I'm the founder too. Alright. Okay, do you guys have any advice or any last minute questions you guys want to ask me about, like, Hawaii PopCon or anything else? Anything you guys want to ask me about High VTuber Expo, HIBTX? Anything you guys want to ask me? You guys have anything you guys want to ask? I'm more than willing to, like, talk about, like, how to enter the Hawaii market as a VTuber. I'll probably do that, like, later down the line, though. Is Twitch Hawaii great? Twitch Hawaii is awesome. Twitch Hawaii is also a great one to partner up with, because they specialize in the Twitch market. You know what I'm saying? They're really, really good. So yeah. Thank you for the stars. Yeah. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate it. Do we also do awareness about the VTuber organizations in Hawaii? We do. We actually, speaking of event organizations, Octobob just notified me that because of the VTubers 101 panel we did back in 2024, one of the VTubers is actually getting ready to debut, which is awesome. Hi, Alan. Welcome on in. We just talked a little bit earlier about Hawaii pop culture, not pop culture, but we're talking a little bit about advice for Hawaii VTubers. Could I be the middleman for any VTuber wanting to enter the Hawaii market? Yeah, I'm down. Like I said, I am always down. You know, I love doing these events across the Hawaiian Islands. I love doing this, so I'm always down. I'm always down. I'm always down. I am always down. Yeah. We do, like, local partnerships too? Yeah, we do. We do. Basically, we bridge the gap between Hawaii and the world. Basically, bringing VTubers from Hawaii to the world. That's what we do. That's what we do. And I just act as High VTuber Expo's VTuber. Yeah. Does High VTuber Expo have a VTuber? Yep. And it's me. It's me. It's me. I'm the High VTuber Expo VTuber. Yeah. Yep. I'm the High VTuber Expo VTuber. But yeah, do you have any advice or any questions you guys want to ask about like how to enter in the Hawaii market as a VTuber? I'm always down to enter in your questions. I did do like mainland partnerships of third-party companies. High VTuber Expo partners with third parties for the mainland. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do best. Yeah. But High VTuber Expo does have a VTuber, and it's me. I am the High VTuber Expo VTuber. Yeah. You're basically the face of High VTuber Expo? Yep, I am. Basically. Basically, yeah. Okay. Any last minute advice or anything you guys want to ask me? We can definitely like do like a presentation like later down the line where I'll talk about like advice for appearing at Hawaii events. Okay, any advice that you guys have? Anything you guys want to ask me? I'm more than willing to answer your guys' questions. So don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to ask. But yeah, any last minute advice you guys want to ask me? Okay. Anything you guys want to ask about PopCon or anything else? Okay. Welcome on in. Yeah. But how do you guys all doing? How you guys all doing about PopCon? Or how you guys are all doing about PopCon? Or how do you guys feeling about PopCon, basically? How you guys feeling about PopCon? And are you guys excited? Am I excited? I am excited. I'm excited for PopCon. I am excited about PopCon. But yeah, any events that you guys want us to appear at? You know, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Yeah. All right. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay. I think we are pretty much good for Hawaii PopCon. I'm gonna spend the last 30 minutes talking about like some things that we have planned for 2026. Cause I wanna keep you guys up to date. I wanna keep you guys up to date with like anything that we got. Okay, let's switch over to the just chatting section and I will talk about it. Alright. Here we go. Let's switch over. Oh, we have a new one actually now. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait. I gotta turn off that, and then I have to go to the chat box right over here. The chat box. Can we see the chat box? Yeah. How's the LLC transition coming along for Happy Ship Expo? So, update. We started the Kickstarter campaign draft yesterday. So, we've been making some progress. About Happy Ship Expo and all that. Yeah. We've been making some progress. The Kickstarter campaign draft, we started recently, so we started yesterday. So we've been working on that. We've been working towards that recently. So that is what we've been working towards. We've been working towards that recently. That's what we've been working towards. And as for Hawai'I Con, we're currently working on plans for that. What about Honolulu Festival? I would love to try Honolulu Festival. If I could try to somehow squeeze in like a performance application for Honolulu Festival. Though if we're gonna do that, it has to be on a rush deadline, because if we're gonna do like a concert at Honolulu Festival, the main thing is it has to be on a rush deadline because it has to be done within like a month. Yeah, like a month. Meet and greets probably might be more doable, but like we don't know like, you know, how much the booth is gonna cost and everything, because I have to have like the GET and everything, which that I gotta work on. That I have to get that done. So if I wanted to do like any like convention appearances while we're selling stuff, then I have to get the GET done. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. That is the thing. But yeah, what's it like being a VTuber at the Hawai'I Expo? It is a lot of work. It is very, very fun, but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes. It's not just, you know, having fun playing games. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes when it comes to planning VTuber events, especially in the Hawaiian Islands. There is a lot. There is a lot. It is a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it, you know? But I would say though, say though, it is very, very worth it. But it's a lot of work behind the scenes. It's not just about playing games with your friends. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes of planning these events and all of it. Especially because, keep in mind, VTuber Expo is still independently owned and operated, and it's like independent. At the end of the day, VTuber Expo is independently owned and operated, so we're not backed by an agency or anything. So we're doing most of the stuff, like planning the VTuber events and having the VTubers in Hawaii ourselves. At the end of the day, hopefully in 2026 we could get more people involved. We could get more volunteers. Well, that is one goal that I'm working towards. That is the one thing that I'm working towards, is having VTubers appear. At the events. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. That is the thing. That is the thing. But yeah. I think I should probably do like a stream where I would like talk about like how to appear at Hawai'I events. Should I do it? Okay, I'm gonna do a poll on Twitch. Okay, you guys could answer this question. Should I do a presentation on appearing... Hold on. On appearing in Hawaii as a VTuber. Okay. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I'm gonna make that about 3 minutes. I will do a stream where I will do an entire live stream where I talk about how to appear at events as a VTuber in Hawaii. Like, how do you do these, like, how do I do all of these events? But yes, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Twitch side, I do have the poll on Twitch side though. The Twitch side. Okay. Everyone's saying yes. Thank you so much, by the way, for the subscription on YouTube, by the way. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's do a poll on YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna do a poll. Okay, there we go. YouTube poll is up. Twitch poll is up. Alright, so far, we have pretty much everything. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's hear your guys' thoughts. What are you guys thinking? Okay, yes, you guys would like to know. I know there's a lot of people who are asking, like, should I do presentations on appearing at Hawai'I events as a VTuber? Because I will do it. I will do a presentation. Okay, yes. Alright. I should probably do a Twitter poll later on. I should probably, like, do, like, a Twitter poll, like, later on. Right. Okay. Alright, everyone's saying yes. YouTube's saying yes. YouTube is yes. Twitch is saying yes by a long shot. So I know a lot of you guys are saying, you know, hey, I would like to appear in Hawaii events. How can I do it? So I love to do a presentation about it. Cause I think Hawaii's VTuber culture is very fascinating. As a Hawaii native, I always find Hawaii's VTuber culture very fascinating. It's like something that, as you guys can tell, I'm very passionate about. Is bringing VTubers to Hawaii and then bringing it to the world, and maybe having VTubers appear on OC16. Thank you for the head pat. I appreciate it, CJ. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you. Thank you for the head pats. I appreciate the head pats. Okay. Seems like that it is a yes. Looks like everybody voted yes. By a long shot. Okay. Alright. Now. Oh! Aubrey! Thank you for the head pat. Welcome in, Aubrey. Hi! Okay. So, chat, it looks like that. I'm gonna shout out Aubrey real quick from the Twitch side. So hold on. Thank you, Aubrey, for joining in. Welcome in. You're just in time, because we're talking about Hawaii events. Yahoo! 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 How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Thank you, by the way, for the head pat. I appreciate it. So, as you guys know, Cooky Nation chat has voted. They want to see a presentation on me talking about Hawaii VTuber events and how to appear in Hawaii because, yeah, they want to get started on appearing in events in Hawaii. I have done VTuber events in Hawaii since 2022, and I would love to share it with you guys. Getting started. I'm getting started on appearing in Hawaii events. We want VTubers to come to the Hawaiian Islands, and, share it to the world, So, yeah. Yeah. All right. But yeah, what do you guys think? Any topics you guys want to ask me? Okay, so now that you guys said yes, okay. Okay. I am gonna make a poll right now, but your guys' questions that I like to hear from you guys on the Twitch and YouTube side. Okay. Twitch and YouTube, let's see if we could do like a poll. So you guys voted yes by a long shot. So let's see. Prediction, poll. Okay. Channel output. Okay. Suggestion. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I had brunch before I got started. I was live on stream earlier and I had brunch. So I was like, no! So, I'm sorry. I burped. Okay. Anyways, Anyways. Let's see. Oh, Stephanie, thank you for contributing! We are currently at 83% with 4 days left. Thank you. 83. 83% raise. We are almost there, guys. We are on our way. We're on our way. We're on our way. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Suggest topics below for the presentation. Right. So, Hawaii's economy. Networking. Right, we have Hawaii's economy, networking, marketing, advice, Hawaii's economy, networking, marketing, advice, or other. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes. You guys can decide on what topics you would like to see for the presentation. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So, what do you guys want to see for the presentation? So, we have several different things that we could do, Cookie Nation, for the presentation. There is a possibility. Okay, Q&A. I'll start there. I will start there. Okay. Twitch side, it's all good. So there's several different topics. There's Hawaii's economy, networking, marketing, advice, or other. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Anything you guys want to suggest? Okay, marketing. I'm gonna vote other for this one. But, you guys can suggest what you guys want to for the topics. Okay. Alright. So, we have topics that we could suggest. Alright. Okay. Any other things before we gotta head on out to redirect you guys? Yes, I gotta redirect you guys soon. I do gotta redirect you guys. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Any other topics you guys want to suggest? Okay, I think it is up to us to do the topics. Okay. I'll come up with the topics later on. Alright. Okay. Voted. Any other votes? Any other votes coming in? Alright, this is the last vote, so then I'm gonna make a poll later on Blue Sky or Twitter talking about it, and that'll be it. Alright, last ones. Okay, last ones. Okay, last ones, guys, last ones. Okay. Okay. I think we are good. We're gonna end the Q&A and the poll. All right. I think it is up to us. Okay. We'll do a poll later on then. We'll do a poll later on. But yeah. Thank you again for stopping by. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys all stopping by. I know today was supposed to be a short stream. I was supposed to talk about Pop Culture Expo. But I wanted to ask you guys, because I know with like 2026, it's like there's so much going on our end. It's like there's just so much going on. So I want to make sure everything's all happening with the events and everything like that. Okay. All right. Any last minute questions or advice? Last minute questions before we're gonna go raid. Okay. I think that is pretty much it for today, guys. I think that is pretty much it. Okay. Pretty much it. That's pretty much it for today. All right. We answered a lot of you guys' questions. If you have any other additional questions, please don't hesitate to join our Discord server. I'm always available to answer any questions. So, if you want any questions or any advice on the Discord server, don't be afraid to ask me. I'm always down. Always down. Okay. All right. Okay. Any other additional questions or concerns before we're gonna go on to redirect? All right. Okay. Last minute questions. Okay. With that being said, I think that is pretty much it. That is pretty much it for today. Yeah. Again, thank you guys all so much again for coming. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys all enjoyed today's stream. It was really awesome interacting with every single one of you guys. Thank you for coming, and thank you for supporting. I appreciate it. Please look forward to the post and lots of announcements. I'm working on the Kickstarter, so like there's a lot going on. But in the meantime, I'm gonna redirect you guys to, let's see, there are several people currently streaming right now. There are currently several people that are streaming right now. So, okay. There are a lot of people that are streaming. So let's do a poll. Okay. So who to raid? I'm gonna do a 2-minute poll for this one. Cause I'm trying to figure out who we're gonna raid, yeah. So okay, there's several people that are currently live. There are several people that are live. So there's Art. Right, we have Art. And the next one is V Rising. Oh, V Rising. I've never heard about V Rising. I gotta check out V Rising. Okay, next one. Just Chatting is another one. That's another category. Okay, Just Chatting is one of them. And then Mobile Legends. Mobile Legends. Or other. Okay. This is only for the Twitch side. Unfortunately, I cannot redirect you guys on the YouTube side yet. But ooh, who do you guys want to raid? I'm down to figure out who we're gonna redirect you guys to today. Okay. There's several categories. There's Art, there's V Rising, there's Just Chatting, Mobile Legends, or other. If you pick other, you do have to comment which we're gonna redirect you guys to. There music in Dead by Daylight? Yeah, there is. There is Dead by Daylight and music. There is that, yeah. Okay. Who are we gonna read? Let's give an Art streamer some support. So, 1 vote for Art. Okay, Subway voted 1 for Art. That's 1 for Art. Okay, any other advice? Okay, any last minute things? Okay. Last minute, guys. Okay. Last minute advice. Okay. Last minute. Okay. Okay, 1 vote for Art. Anyone else? We have 1 vote for Art. Is there an artist streamer? Yeah, there's an artist streamer currently. So we can redirect you guys to an artist streamer. Okay, you guys are all in it for Art. Okay, Art. Last minute vote. Mobile Legends. Okay, Art won. Okay, I think Art is the final one. So, I see that Weebems is currently live on Twitch, and she's doing Art. So we're gonna do a redirect. She is doing Art right now. Yeah, she's doing an Art stream right now. She's currently live and she's drawing right now. Okay. All right. Anything else before we gotta head on out? Okay. Right. Hawaii PopCon should be all covered. Make sure you guys stay tuned for Hawaii PopCon, because if you guys want to do like a Ask Me Anything session, I'm more than willing to do it. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much again for coming, and thank you all so much for all you guys' questions. I appreciate it. It really means a lot. Thank you. Okay. Bye on Twitch. Yeah, I'm ending my stream on Irium too. And Twitch and YouTube. Yeah. Thank you, Subway. Oh, Subway, by the way, just as an update, we're gonna need to start working on the domain for the website. So I need to get that situated. And then once I get the domain situated, then you can let me know about like the website, so I could link the website to the domain. Yeah. That way we could put the VTuber Expo website live as soon as possible. Okay. But yeah, let me know. Let me know. Like I said, always down to link the domain with the website that you've done. So thank you again. Yeah, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna be heading on out. You guys all take care, and Otsu Cookie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Please stay tuned, guys. I know next week's gonna be quite a busy schedule, but yeah. I will see you guys then. Okay. Otsu Cookie! And bye-bye!